Hello. This display of my base was requested, so I figured I'd make a video. It's all started with this screenshot, and it raised a few questions for everyone. So let's just start off. I spawned right here. This is called the hub. This is for storing just about everything I have that isn't needed in large quantities. As you can see, everything is robot based. The top side is for deliveries mostly, and the bottom side for pickups. This kind of station design does require you to pay attention to what you put where, because as you see here, these stations are blocked and you need to make sure there is a way around for the next station so you don't block the whole block of rails. At some point I needed to store some trains, so I have some train store stations, and I needed some more. Then another core part of this design is the high quantity resources. This station is solely designed for receiving. As you can see, it's already working in large quantities. I set the store for every resource to 2 million, so stone, coal, copper, and iron ore, and recently also the iron plates, which, as you can see, have not been kicked off very well. But at least it's a central way to accumulate the two or iron plate fabrications to one resource from where they can eventually be picked up by the loader station, so I don't have to balance the stations myself. Via this hub, I don't have to pay attention to it all. As you can see, there is a bit of a store here. It's not much, but it'll do for now. Every single station is designed to be placed within the railway system. Railways provide a pathway to get every resource anywhere else, and will have place for a station, which also fits within the railway design. All the modules have the exact same width and height, so I can build a whole block as large as I want. If I circle back around, it will fit. Hence all the rectangles. Initially, I place all the railways with turrets inside. This will make it a defense wall against the biters, which are in a somewhat passive mode. They do not grow back after I kill them. And as you can see, I've utilized the free space for solar panels, and crossings are for accumulators. As you can see here, I was running out of resources, which is at this time the sole purpose of this base. It may at some point be renamed to something more specific, like I did with the processing units, for example. This is one base, one purpose, nothing else. You can see a bit residual of the design. There was a copper ore patch here, but it has been depleted, and this train can be removed from the cycle quite shortly. At some point I needed specific resources, so I make the resource stations which requires you to deliver everything is needed and pick it up and place it back into the hub. Everything here can be gathered from the hub. Just as everything over here, it can be gathered from the hub. Just as everything here, it can be gathered from the hub. Here we can see my first iron plate base design. These central chest points are designed to make the bots have a less flight path as possible, draining less power, consuming less rendering resources, which works alright. At a later point, I decided to just not put all the time in those belts and make the station rectangles a bit smaller and solely place the arrays along the station. As you can see, all the same designs, all with the chests as close to the station as I can. At the moment this is a bit of overkill for the robot boards, but as soon as I can supply a lot more iron ore, this will be needed. As you can see, I've been clearing a lot of area to get rid of the biters because I found them annoying when they attack because of pollution. And later on I can build a station there whenever I need it. This long time of my life was because I needed a large oil patch. In the end, it did work, just like I expected. A lot of oil is coming from here, more than I can spend at the time. That's about it. Currently, I'm running on a solar and battery mostly. There is a bit of a traditional steam engine, which does about a gigawatt, I think, when needed. The power cycle charging makes it, uh, makes all the accumulators fill up just in time before sunset, and the accumulators will all work sufficiently for the night. It runs back to about 60 to 100 gigajoules before the sun rises, which is a bit on the edge if you ask me, because, well, if I run out of power, I have no defense at all. But for now, it'll work. I still need to build nuclear power supply, and they'll still need to build the nuclear power cells. And in the end, I still have a lot of work to do, but this is the design. This is what I will keep expanding on. I hope you like it. I hope it inspires you. It's all neat. No mods as well. Everything is stock Factorio. Yes, beauty.